Tip number 144 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Profit and loss statement. Realistically, the words that are in the title should tell you what it is. Profit, money that you make, assets. Loss, liabilities, anything that's costing you money or your business money. Basically, a profit and loss statement will provide you with a simple assessment of what your company is basically worth. You will list all of your assets on one side. You will list all of your liabilities or expenses on the other side. Subtract the difference, and that will provide you with whether you have a profit or a loss. And this is basically what you're doing with your Schedule C on your taxes. When you start with your gross income, how much money you made, and then work your way down the bottom. If the number is positive on the bottom, then you have made a profit. If it is in the negative, then you have a loss. So obviously this is going to affect your taxes, but this isn't a profit and loss statement. Would basically be something used if you were going to get a loan from a bank. I personally had no reason to ever fill out a profit or a loss statement, even though I would create them every once in a while just to see where I was at a specific time. It wasn't hard for me. I could actually look at my bank account and see how much money I had in the bank account, and then I had a pretty good idea. I always kept a running track of this in my head. Trust me, anybody that knows me when it comes to money, I've always had a pretty good I've always been right there, pretty good memory when it comes to it. Someone owed me money, or if I owed somebody money, or how much money I was making and what I owed in taxes. A lot of it I kept in my head. But if you're one of those people who just kind of goes through life, nonchalantly, hey, how much money are you worth? I don't know. You're not paying attention to a lot of these details. Well, then a profit and loss statement might help you out personally, because remember, you're in the construction business not just to survive. You want to thrive. You want to make more money. And to do this, you're going to need to know where you're at. Like I said, the numbers aren't going to lie in a couple videos ago. If you have no clue, then you're not really going to know whether you're actually getting ahead in life or not. And this is the main goal. We want to try and get ahead every year. There are going to be years where we're not going to be getting ahead, and we're actually going to be going backwards. Trust me, if you've been in the construction business long enough, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you need to write some books and tell people how you get this process done, because it's tough. It's not that easy all the time. I've never ran across one of these contractors, by the way. Most contractors, they do have a tough time. And this is where a profit and loss statement could come in. If you know what you were worth, or how much money your business made, or how much it was worth at the end of the year 2001 and 2002 and 2003, all you need to do are pull these papers out and take a glance at them, on your computer, whatever, and then you'll see, hey, if in the year 2001 your business was worth $45,000, and in the year 2002 it's worth $48,000, you're heading in the right direction. If it's worth $42,000, this might be a time to reassess, hey, what's going on here, And don't forget, you can have a profit and loss statement at different times of your career, different days, and this could be confusing. And I know contractors out there who will jump into this thing, and they will only print out profit and loss statements when they are at their maximum capacity. So let's just say they just signed a job for $100,000. They'll actually print this out. Profit and loss statement, I got $140,000. My business worth $140,000. In reality, you've got $95,000 worth of labor and building materials to purchase, only providing you with $5,000 and a smaller number at the bottom. Don't do this. This isn't what I recommend. At the end of the year, quarterly, every 3 months, every 6 months, something like that. Like I said, I didn't do it. I kept a lot of these numbers in my head. This isn't something you need to do if you're tracking everything and you're within a reasonable amount. You're not off by much. But if you find yourself tracking this stuff in your mind, and then you go to your bank and you find out you're overdrawn, you got $5,000 less than you thought you had, or you're overdrawn $5,000 and you thought you had $5,000 in the bank, providing you with a $10,000 difference. Now you're really in trouble. This is when, and this is where this book really provides you with a lot of value. This is where you actually take some of the information and apply it to your life. It's not that difficult. It is, however, going to be difficult if you continue down the roller coaster. I've got money, I don't have money. I have money, I don't have money. That's not the way to live. And if you can figure out, and that's where these tips come in, if you can figure out a way to eliminate that problem and get more on a steady, flat surface, or going uphill where you're making money, not downhill or not wishy-washy going on that roller coaster. This is where just one of these tips in this book can make all the difference in the world. So I hope that makes a lot of sense, profit and loss statement. It's basically just subtracting all of your assets. You add all your assets up, and then you subtract your liabilities and your business expenses. And with those two numbers, it will tell you how much money you have, or what your business is worth, or you don't have. And if you don't have the money in there, then you'd better start reevaluating everything and try and find the problem, and make some adjustments in a hurry to get that ball rolling uphill, making money instead of downhill.